Welcome to Grand Prix, your go-to channel for the fastest updates in Formula One. We've got 3 hot stories for you, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the pack. Let's get started. This week marked a historic turning point in Formula One as Lewis Hamilton, a 7-time world champion and one of the sport's most iconic figures, took his first laps in a Ferrari. The test session, held at the renowned Fiorano circuit in Italy, has sparked immense excitement and speculation about the implications of Hamilton joining forces with the legendary Scuderia Ferrari. For over a decade, Hamilton has been synonymous with Mercedes, achieving unparalleled success and breaking numerous records. However, this test represents the beginning of a new chapter, one that could redefine both Hamilton's career and Ferrari's trajectory. The event is not just a routine test. It's a symbol of change, ambition, and the merging of 2 titans in the racing world. While details of the session have already been explored in our previous video on GPM Casa, today Ferrari shared an electrifying update. The team released a video capturing Hamilton's first lap in the Ferrari, alongside his initial team radio communications. This footage offers fans a rare and intimate glimpse into Hamilton's adaptation process as he steps into unfamiliar territory. The video shows Hamilton handling the Ferrari with the precision and focus that have defined his illustrious career. His radio feedback reflected his analytical approach as he commented on the car's balance, handling, and power delivery. This kind of immediate technical insight is exactly why Hamilton is regarded as one of the best drivers of all time. It's not just about speed. It's about understanding the machine and unlocking its full potential. The test session also provided Hamilton with an opportunity to work closely with Ferrari's engineers, building rapport and laying the foundation for a potentially game-changing partnership. The collaboration between Hamilton and Ferrari could prove to be the catalyst needed to bring the Scuderia back to championship contention after years of falling short of their own high standards. This move has naturally triggered a wave of excitement and speculation among fans, pundits, and even rival teams. Could Hamilton finally deliver Ferrari its long-awaited championship? Or will the challenges of adapting to a new team and car prove too great? These are questions that only time can answer, but the potential of this partnership is undeniable. Beyond the technical aspects, there's a sense of romance in this story. Ferrari is a team steeped in history, with a legacy that stretches back to the origins of Formula One. Hamilton, meanwhile, has cemented himself as a legend of the modern era. Seeing these 2 forces unite is a dream come true for many in the racing world. The test at Fiorano wasn't just about laps on a track. It was about the start of something potentially historic. As Hamilton embarks on this new journey, many are wondering how this collaboration will evolve. Will it reignite Ferrari's dominance, or will it face unforeseen challenges along the way? For Hamilton, this represents a chance to solidify his place not just as one of the greatest drivers, but as a transformative figure in the sport. For Ferrari, it's a chance to reclaim the glory that has eluded them for so long. This moment also serves as a reminder of the ever-changing nature of Formula One. Drivers, teams, and dynamics are constantly shifting, and this keeps the sport as thrilling and unpredictable as ever. Hamilton's move to Ferrari is not just a career milestone. It's a headline that will dominate discussions throughout the season. So, what do you think about this historic development? Are you excited to see what Hamilton and Ferrari can achieve together? Will this partnership bring Ferrari back to the top, or will it face hurdles along the way? Share your thoughts in the comments below and join the conversation as we witness the beginning of what could be one of Formula One's most exciting chapters yet. In an effort to level the playing field, Formula One introduced financial regulations in recent seasons, placing a strict cap on how much each team can spend during a championship. This initiative aims to reduce the performance gap between larger, better-funded teams and smaller competitors by giving everyone the same budget to work with. The goal is to create a more competitive and unpredictable grid, but the implementation has not been without its challenges. In the inaugural season of the budget cap, Red Bull exceeded the spending limit and was subsequently penalized, setting a precedent for what happens when teams fail to comply. This incident served as a warning to all teams, emphasizing the importance of carefully managing resources to avoid facing fines, restrictions, or reputational damage. Since then, teams have been on high alert, making strategic decisions to ensure they remain within the financial boundaries. As we look ahead to the 2024 season, official financial reports from F1 and the FIA regarding last year's expenditures have not yet been released. These reports typically arrive mid-year, but early insights from Mercedes leadership paint a clear picture of the financial strain teams face under the current regulations. According to Mercedes team principal, the team came dangerously close to breaching the budget cap in 2023, a situation exacerbated by the rising costs of car development and unexpected incidents on track. At the start of the season, Mercedes invested heavily in significant modifications to their car, responding to changes in regulations and attempting to close the gap with frontrunners. This substantial spending early on meant that resources became scarcer as the season progressed. To stay within budget, the team had to make tough decisions, canceling some planned upgrades that could have bolstered performance during the crucial final stretch of the championship. The situation worsened with several costly accidents involving Mercedes drivers in the latter half of the year. Antonelli's crash at Monza, Russell's incidents in the United States and Mexico, and minor damages caused by Hamilton during the Mexican Grand Prix all contributed to the financial strain. Repairs and replacement parts ate into their already tight budget, leaving the team in a precarious position. Despite these setbacks, Mercedes managed to avoid breaching the cap. The team principal explained that they implemented stringent cost controls in the final months of the season, ensuring compliance. Remarkably, the team even reported a modest profit from sponsorships and other revenue streams, framing the year as a success despite the challenges. However, the narrow escape highlights the growing difficulty of balancing competitiveness with financial discipline in the current era of F1. While Mercedes remains confident in their compliance, it's worth noting that only the FIA's official review can confirm whether all teams adhere to the regulations. Speculation continues to swirl, particularly regarding teams that introduced aggressive mid-season upgrades or suffered costly on-track incidents. This raises an important question. Are the financial regulations truly effective in leveling the playing field, or do they unintentionally favor teams with greater operational efficiency and financial management expertise? Some argue that the budget cap may hinder innovation and development, while others believe it is essential for maintaining the sport's long-term sustainability. As the FIA prepares to release its findings, the motorsport community waits to see whether any teams exceeded the spending limit. For now, the debate continues. Are these financial restrictions helping or hurting Formula One? Could any team have overspent in their pursuit of glory? Share your thoughts as we await further clarity on this crucial issue for the future of the sport. The FIA made headlines this week with its decision to tighten regulations on drivers' language, behavior, and public statements. The governing body has made it clear that severe penalties await anyone who steps out of line. These measures range from hefty fines to race suspensions and even points deductions in the championship standings. In short, drivers now risk losing points if they fail to adhere to the rules. Complaints against FIA decisions or race officials, as well as any behavior deemed inappropriate, could lead to significant repercussions. This move has sparked heated debates among fans and insiders alike. Do you think the FIA is right to demand that drivers refrain from criticizing decisions? Or is this an overreach? While you ponder your opinion, make sure you're subscribed to stay updated on all things Formula One. And don't forget to support our work with a like. The backlash to these new rules has been swift, with reports suggesting even some FIA members oppose the changes. According to insiders, FIA President Mohammed bin Sulayem is behind the push for stricter regulations, acting unilaterally to impose his vision. Bin Sulayem has previously stated that the FIA's role is to make rules, and that neither drivers nor anyone else should interfere in decision-making. Drivers, however, have not remained silent. Following the conclusion of last season, many lodged formal complaints against what they described as increasingly authoritarian policies. This frustration has only grown with the introduction of the new rules, as revealed by a report from The Telegraph. According to the outlet, nearly all drivers are united in opposition, using their private communication channels to share concerns. Among them, Max Verstappen has emerged as one of the most vocal critics. Verstappen's dissatisfaction became evident when he was penalized earlier this year for using profanity during a press conference. In response, the two-time world champion boycotted media duties at subsequent races and criticized both the FIA and its president. Verstappen has also publicly stated that if the FIA continues to impose excessive control over drivers' conduct, the joy of competing in Formula One could be lost, so much so that he might consider leaving the sport altogether. Although Verstappen is contracted with Red Bull until 2028 and remains highly sought after by other teams, The Telegraph claims that early retirement is back on the table for the Dutchman, depending on how the FIA handles these controversies. Verstappen's remarks about seeking new challenges in other racing categories have only fueled speculation. The potential loss of Verstappen would undoubtedly be a major blow to Formula One. As one of the sport's biggest stars, his departure could prompt fans to question the direction in which the FIA is steering the sport. Critics argue that Formula One's appeal lies in the drivers' personalities as much as their performance on track. Over-regulating their conduct risks diluting this dynamic. For now, Verstappen has not made any official statements about his future, and it remains to be seen whether his frustrations will translate into action, or if this is merely a way to pressure the FIA into reconsidering its stance. Either way, the new rules and their associated penalties are bound to generate further debate as the season approaches. So, what do you think? Could Verstappen really retire early? Or is this just a strategic move to push back against the FIA? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's see how this story unfolds in the coming weeks. One thing is certain, these regulations are set to be a major talking point, giving the FIA plenty of headaches before the season even begins.